Yeah,
I can get some samples up when I get back. And, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Do you have any other things other than... Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phenomenal Wrestling Podcast. I am your predictions champion, Zel, and this is my good buddy, your new gaming champion, per Eric's last defense.
The cooler, turn that Z 90 degrees and become Nel.
The Z... What?
Turn the Z and Zel 90 degrees, and it becomes Nel.
We were talking about Eric's last title defense. How the fuck am I involved? My lord.
In Mario Party again. I have a freaking record going.
I can't even be mad at that last game. It just didn't work for me, that last game.
Yeah, it was, like, literally came down to the very ending, because I thought the computer was going to take away with it.
She could have.
Bitch.
If you didn't have that pipe, she definitely would have took it.
And I did something that I didn't think I was going to do. I pre-ordered a game. Why did I do it? I have no idea, but I'm like, you know what? I've heard a lot of good things about this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a series that I love.
Mm-hmm.
So why not? I mean, I know it's part, I think, 6. You may know where I'm going with this. But I was like, why not pre-order Dead or Alive? I knew that would make you a little bit happy.
Yes. I need someone to keep up with me.
Because I'm not playing fighting games. Like, I'm literally waiting for April for Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Does Dead or Alive come out before then?
It was going to be February, but I believe it got pushed back to March? Oh. I believe. Don't quote me on it. I will definitely find out. But honestly, like, I need someone to keep up with me in these games. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a dick.
When I watched, Eric seemed like he was keeping up.
Eric was keeping up with
Then again, it was
Rusty
like 8 on 2.
And then what happened when we ran it back?
Yeah.
The 2 beat the 8.
Yeah.
And that was Rusty. Me.
It seems like he only wants to learn the basics and not what you need to learn to, like, defeat someone. Because there are, like, twists, there are counters.
March 1st.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the whole counter system and everything, he hated it. He's like, I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, every game kind of has a counter.
Yeah. But I get that Dead or Alive's counter system is very, very different from other games because it's just square. You know, diagonal up or back is a high counter for most people, and back and forward, he doesn't like it.
He did something very stupid about 5 days ago.
What did he do
over
now?
To my house.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, let's play Tetris. I'm like, okay, cool. By the way...
Battle Tetris. Don't ask questions, just let it happen.
I downloaded it because it's free, but it's like, what the fuck? If you have Switch Online, it's free. And it's literally, you play Tetris, and last player standing wins. It's a cool concept.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, you still have this game installed? I'm like, Eric. He was like, put it on. I'm like, Eric.
Which
like,
game?
Put it on. Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Why? Why did he do that?
So I pressed X. And he didn't beat me once.
I'm not surprised. I mean,
he came close with one character because he was like, you know what, fuck this, we're doing randoms. I'm like, fair.
Yeah, very fair. I'm just ready to get back into the swing of things.
Me too. I like fighting games a lot. I just got to the Pirates of the Caribbean world. I can't do this anymore. Like, I don't know what happened, but it's like, what happened? Why did you turn a game into a fucking movie? One. It's literally like...
There's so many cutscenes.
Like, I don't want to bash it because it's beautifully done. But it's to the point where it's like, hey, 5 minutes, or even something fucking stupid like Sully. Remember that Sully, oh, we have to get to the end of that pathway there. It's that way. Alright, cool. Ends the cutscene, like, literally a 5 to 6 minute cutscene. Walk 3 steps, cutscene.
Yep. Yeah, it's like that.
Without spoilers.
Without spoilers.
This will be the first one we're doing on this show. Mm-hmm. Your first rating to a game.
Oh, wow.
What are you
giving? Rating.
What are you giving Kingdom Hearts?
10
being legend. 0 being...
trash. Dumpster fire.
It doesn't even, like, work.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah. 7 is good, obviously. 5 is okay, yeah. So you gotta make... Like,
I for sure... there's definitely a lot of replayability, because there's stuff that unlocks after you beat it.
It's funny, because I'm enjoying myself doing something that seemed like it's not really a major part of this game, and that's Ratatouille.
Ratatouille is fun.
Everything else, I'm more excited to be like, when I hear Donald, Goofy, or Sora saying, oh, there's some ingredients. I'm like, oh shit, where is it?
Sometimes I am like, Donald, shut up. Shut up, Donald, I get it. 3 more steps. Ingredient, Donald! But, there was...
Gosh, another ingredient.
There is honestly so much to do in this game, and that's one of the things I love about it. I absolutely love there's so much versatility.
Alright, you don't think that it's just go from A to B?
You can go from A to B.
There's nothing in between, though. Like, in Frozen, it was just a path going to A to B. That's all it was.
It's A to B, but there's a whole bunch of... It's not just side stuff in worlds. There's side stuff like Ratatouille is a side thing. The emblems are side things. The mini games that you get for the phone are side things. There's a whole bunch of side things. You don't just
Is there a purpose to play the mini games on the phone? Is there a purpose?
Other than trophies? No. Lucky Mickeys? Yes, there is a purpose. That's how you get the secret ending. Depending on what level you're playing on, you need a certain amount. If you're playing on beginner, you need all 90. If you're playing on normal, you only need 60, and if you're playing on hard, you only need 30.
That's weird. So if you're playing on an easier difficulty, you have to find every single level?
Yes. The easier you play, the more you have to find.
Okay.
So they kind of reward you for playing harder.
Yeah.
But I like that there's a lot to do in the game for people who like that sort of thing. I'm not the type of person who's like, oh my god, I'm going to take a fucking selfie. Oh, Donald, say cheese. I don't give a shit about the phone. But I do like that there is a point in the game where you don't have to follow the story with all these cutscenes. Mm-hmm. You can just kind of go to the side and like, I'm going to play these mini games. You know, I'm going to get away from it all. The downside, I can say that I went through that entire game and I didn't die to combat once. I don't think there was a time that I ever felt like I was in trouble. And I finished the game at like level 40.
Wow.
I went into the last world. The last world was recommended level 42. I went in at like 38.
Was that
a little
Big
higher
Hero
than
6 or no?
No, the very last. Big Hero 6 I think is recommended like 38. So I probably left that world at like 39 or 40.
Where am I right now? I just
you're
finished
at Pirates.
killing the pirate bird.
Yep. That was annoying.
Now I'm trying to find crabs.
Yes, have fun with that.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. So you're finding crabs. So once you finish Pirates...
it's Big Hero 6.
It's Big Hero 6.
Right.
Then it's the last world.
So I literally have like 8 hours at most.
Yes. That was another thing. I felt like the game was lacking of surprises. Because they announced every single world beforehand.
Yeah, and I was like... and I'm assuming the last world is like something that's out of like Castle Oblivion again.
The last world is kind of what I expected, knowing the previous history of the games, because where else would you go at that point? I won't spoil it. But the game also kind of felt short to me. Granted, I ran through Kingdom Hearts 1 relatively quickly when I played it again, because even I was telling you, I was like, oh, I'm here, and you're like, the fuck?
Yeah.
But after all that, and after witnessing the ending, it all felt okay. It all felt like, you know what, this is what this led up to, and I'm kind of fine with this.
However, there a possibility, the way they ended it, for them to say Kingdom Hearts 4?
This is exactly what I was about to say. People seem to be ignoring a very, very big fact about something that Nomura said a long time ago. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the end of this story. It's not the end of Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the end of, like, the Keyblade War story. So with this ending, oh, fuck yeah, there's probably going to be a Kingdom Hearts 4. In the end, an overall rating, as somebody who, I haven't played every single game, but I know the story of every single game. I've seen the cutscenes for the games that I didn't play. I would honestly give it an 8. Because I do love the fact that all the Keyblades do different things, and it adds diversity to the combat. But the only thing is I never felt like I was in danger. Ever. The only thing that really annoyed me was that bird. I lied. There was like 2 moments in the final boss fight where I was like, fuck. Donald. I have no magic. Donald! And then he would heal too far away from me, and I'm just like... Dodge. But no, I enjoyed the game. I'm definitely going to run through it to try to get more stuff. But I would give it a solid 8.
Did you get the secret ending?
I looked up how to get the secret ending after I beat it, and then I spent like 2 days looking for fucking hidden Mickeys because I only had 12.
Did the secret ending... Have you seen it?
Yes, I ended up getting it.
Okay. Is it that big of a difference to get it?
If you understand what you're seeing, then yes, it's a big fucking difference because there's so many theories I can string off from this. Like, you need to finish this game and see this because the theories that I'm going off are, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? That's gonna be crazy if that's true. Like,
spoil it.
Spoil.
Just do it.
I don't want to.
Just
I want you to. So, I don't want you. I really want you to play it and beat it because you're so close. You're really close.
It's because like I'm playing little bit by little, and I'm like, fucking Christ, because there's so many games that I'm trying to get into, and I'm like, I can't do that. I have to beat Kingdom Hearts because it's just lurking me in the fucking face.
You have to. Like the convention I'm gonna be at, me and my friend, we're both like big Kingdom Hearts nerds, and we're just gonna hash out like all of our theories and stuff. We're literally, when we get there Thursday, I don't know which one of us is gonna get there first. But after a while, we're going to, like, unpack, get to the room and everything. And me and her are going to go to the bar and sit down and have a drink and just talk Kingdom Hearts. Because there's so much going on with this. But I think the biggest thing for me is something with the secret ending that somebody pointed out. That I'm like, I would tell you, but you need to finish it. I'll ask you this one question. Do you know a game called The World Ends With You?
I heard of it, yes.
All right.
I don't know it, but I did hear of it.
All right, I'm going to leave that question at that.
The world ends with you?
Yes. I'm going to leave that question at that. When you finish the game, we'll spoil it on the podcast.
I mean, if it has anything to do with that saying, I'm assuming I kind of know what happens. Does it have something to do with what you just said? The world ends with you?
Has to do with the game.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with the phrase.
Okay.
Has to do with the game.
Okay.
So, finish the fucking...
Someone spoiled a piece of it to me.
Which piece?
And then
Spoiler.
And then I told Eric, and Eric says, that doesn't happen. But I don't know if he said that so that way I can be shocked by it. He said I was going to cry. I'm like, oh, there's no way. I'm not that emotionally invested into
you're not
this
that...
game.
You kind of just quickly came into the Kingdom Hearts thing, so I don't expect you to be emotionally invested. I mean, I didn't cry.
So something bad happens.
The ending did kind of have, like...
Is this something like Final Fantasy X? Where it's like, he's a memory.
He is not a memory, no. The fuck, no.
Fuck off.
That's another reason it didn't get a 10. There was no Final Fantasy characters. Other than Moogles. I was upset.
I know, and Squall's been in, like, what, every fucking game?
Squall was in both of them. Leon. I saw a post that was like, if she sees him and calls him Leon, she's too young for you.
Oh, yeah.
Squall was in both of them. Cloud was. Sephiroth. Tifa only showed up in the second one. Aerith was in both, same as Yuffie. Sid was in both.
Auron?
Auron was only in 2.
Oh, he was.
He was only in 2. Titus and Waka appeared in 1, but as children. Same thing with Selphie, or whatever the fuck her name is. Mm-hmm. I think Selphie had a brief appearance in 2.
I feel like when making Kingdom Hearts 3, it would have been pretty sweet how they, like, did a cameo of Noctis. You know what I mean? Because that was their latest thing.
Oh my god, that fucking... The Toy Story World, the video game?
Dissidia, right?
No, that was straight Final Fantasy Versus 13. That's what that was. Not verbatim, but that's what that concept was. If you listen to the music, if you notice the main character and then his friends, if you look at the old concept art for Noctis and Prompto and Gladio and Ignis, that's them.
Oh, shit.
And if you really listen to the music, you know how Somnus goes in Final Fantasy 15 with the piano, the start of it? Mm-hmm. That is in there. The first little roll, the same key, everything is in there. And I lost my shit as somebody who heavily followed Final Fantasy Versus 13 because that is the game I wanted and that's not what we got. That's why I don't shit on 15, but I say 15's good, but it's not what it could have been.
Okay.
Like, I'm disappointed with 15, but I still like it. It's like that one child that's like, I like you, but I'm disappointed in you right now because you did some stupid shit. And the child is just like, oh. I can... You got me on Versus 13, I can go on for fucking days. But,
That was a game that you really, really wanted.
Oh my god, since the first trailer came out in 2006, I was on that. That's why when everybody's like, I've waited so long for Kingdom Hearts, I'm like, suck my fucking ass. Kingdom Hearts hasn't been in development since fucking 6. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
So, you want to talk wrestling?
Yeah, we'll talk wrestling for a little bit.
Oh my god. I was so excited for that game, and then Stella got replaced with Luna, and Luna didn't really do shit as much as I liked Luna. She could have done more. Just, I'm not gonna do this. Go home show for Raw. What was your overall thoughts before we get into it?
It sucked.
It was Raw.
It was Raw. The ending pissed me the fuck off because you had a way to get away from this shit, and you had a way to make a rematch that should have been a rematch for WrestleMania. I wanted it, and I know a lot of people wanted it too. And then they're like, "No, fuck you. We're gonna make it a triple threat now."
I don't necessarily mind it being a triple threat, and I'll tell you why when we get there.
I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be the rematch of last year, Charlotte Asuka 2.
Yeah,
Perfect.
which is fair. Which is totally fair.
Because the story you can build from that, because we all know what's going to happen at Mania. And losing a person that big from SmackDown going to Raw, you need to build up something. Like, could you imagine if Charlotte made Asuka tap out again? And then built the story of Asuka just can't beat Charlotte? It would have been great.
Yeah.
No.
That's not what we're doing.
She literally looks like the poster boy, or poster girl of fucking the wrestling. Because Vince McMahon's like, nope. This is the one that's gonna be it. Too bad for you. You're suspended 60 days.
And like I said, I will tell you exactly why I like it. Well, I don't mind it when we get there.
Yes. And I hate it because of how it's going to fucking end.
How's it gonna end?
They're gonna protect Ronda.
See, here's the thing, because I'll just say it now. Ronda's not gonna lose. No, she's going to lose the title. But she's not going to lose. She's not going to get beat. She's not going to get pinned. She's not going to tap out. Honestly think that's why Charlotte is in the match.
Ronda makes Charlotte tap out?
Becky makes Charlotte tap out.
What happens if Ronda makes Charlotte tap out?
Then SmackDown keeps Becky in Charlotte and I am okay. No, but I really think that's the only reason that Charlotte was really put in the match. Also on top of that, I forget who was talking about it. Ronda wants to start a family, so she wants to take time off, and they don't want her to take time off and then never come back, and then be like, oh, only one of the women that main evented WrestleMania is still with the company. So this way they say they have 2 of them. I saw somebody saying that, but I don't give a shit about that. This just means that the fuck are you meowing at? His door's open. Oh my god.
Oh, well.
This just means, like, if it was straight Becky and Ronda, I would have had my doubts. But with Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte, it's more of a chance for Becky to win. Because I still don't believe they'll make Ronda lose at Mania. I don't have faith in WWE for that. But Raw did open up with the Triple H and Stephanie bringing Becky to the ring. And they said they're going to lift her, suspension, this and that. She saw her doctors. The doctors talked to her doctor. She's fine. And they're just like, you apologize, you get your match. You're not gonna get your match if you don't apologize. So, Becky has a choice to make, and they're like, we want your answer by the end of the night. Essentially, that's it. It's just the fire that Becky has, she's believable. She's somebody you want to get behind. And I don't mind that. Has she parked in Nellyville yet?
Yes.
Yes!
I love me some Becky.
Okay, apparently she's going back to Anderson Land.
No.
No, she's staying. Let's see. No, get that out of here. And then we got...
need to restart now. No.
No. At least it'll recover.
Yeah.
And then we got our triple threat tag team match with all the Raw women in the Elimination Chamber, where the losers are going to enter first, and I called it. There is no other team on Raw that makes sense to come out first than Sasha Banks and Bayley.
With an injured Sasha Banks.
With an injured Sasha Banks. That part, I'm like,
This is what is confusing to me.
Because I honestly thought my two front runners for coming out of this chamber was either Sasha and Bayley or Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Okay.
And who's starting the chamber?
Right. It doesn't seem like the teams that are starting are going to go all the way at the end.
No.
I think Sasha and Bayley could go all the way at the end.
And then lose.
There's something about this that they're not going to do it right. They're not going to give it to the team that needs it. They're going to give it to, like, a dominant force. That way at WrestleMania, they will lose. In a victory, in a great fashion. No.
I don't want it to go to Nia and Tamina.
I don't want it to either, but it's going to.
And it's sad because it's not even mostly because of Nia. It's mostly because of Tamina.
They might do it. They might give it to Sasha and Bayley, but it's like, okay. It's all about what happens next. What happens next?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Nia and Tamina, there is some story to build up there with other tag teams. Sasha and Bayley can come back into it again. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I would say give it a smack. Honestly, my dark horse to win that whole fucking thing is the person that anytime they announce something new, this person always fucking wins it.
Naomi.
I can... Like, it would not surprise me one bit if Naomi and Carmella win those titles.
Honestly, I thought the same thing. Just because they're not starting.
Yeah, it would not surprise me one bit.
Because I would love for the Riot Squad to have it, but not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I would absolutely adore, for the love of my life, to get it with her friend.
Could you imagine?
I would be so happy. They would be good with those titles. Just the heat that they would have.
Because it's interesting now. Whoever wins those titles has to work both shows.
Did they confirm that's what they're doing?
So they're defending it across both shows. So it'd be very interesting to see the Iconics come out on Raw.
Iconic. Little fucking superhero pose with the cape and shit. Isn't she so cute? Not Billie Kay. I mean, Billie Kay's cute, but...
Not really.
Peyton. I love Peyton. I got sidetracked. Oh, you dick. You never put a commercial in last week.
Did you really watch back to see if there was a commercial?
Just for the commercial.
Oh my fucking god. I was like, I don't have time for this shit. I put in Eric's plug, and I was like, where's his He doesn't have a YouTube channel. Okay.
Oh my god.
So I plugged his Facebook channel, so that way they can find Sinister Gaming on Facebook. He does not have an active YouTube channel. I'm like, you can't promote something if you don't have it, dude. Literally. I told him that. I was like, so I put it so that way they can like see you on Facebook.
And what did he say?
He didn't say anything.
Of course. So that happened. Becky Lynch was limping backstage, and then Elias was about to play his guitar. Elias goes to play, and then Becky talks to Finn. And Finn tells her, like, don't let your pride get the best of you. Like, there's a time and a place.
It was weird seeing two Ireland people talking to each other.
And the best part of it was she said, thanks, Finn, and she's like, your abs are still sweet. I was like, damn. And she said it, like, so nonchalantly, like, thanks, your abs are still sweet. Gotta love Becky. And then Elias goes to play again, but he's interrupted by a video package for Seth Rollins. Elias goes to play one more time, and he's interrupted by your favorite team, the Lucha House Party. And they're like, we just want to walk with Elias. And Elias plays a song, and then Kalisto plays, and I guess after Elias cracked Kalisto with the guitar, that's his next feud. Don't know why. Very quick stop to the Jeff Jarrett stuff. I don't see where the payoff is here. But, it's Raw.
I feel like Elias is going to be the next to win the Andre Memorial.
Yeah, that's very possible. Do you think they're starting to set up for that now?
I think so. I mean, not now, but I mean, he's gonna do random shit, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm lost now," and that's gonna be, "Hey, come to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal."
I mean, sure, fuck it.
By the way, The Kevin Owens promo, was that on Raw or SmackDown?
It was on Raw.
Okay. I have a few things to say about that.
Oh my god. Yeah, and that segment also took too long. It was pretty, we had, the SmackDown tag teams talk about what it would mean to win the titles, and I think they all did very well. Even, Peyton and Billie Kay, who are usually kind of just like, we're putting the crowd down. Like, they seem sincere, and it's like, okay, I can kind of get behind you. Sonya Deville was really nice with hers. I saw, like, the intensity that she had, but Naomi and Carmella just instantly had this chemistry that I was like, oh.
Shit.
Okay. Fuck. I don't hate for it to be you, but I'd rather not be you.
See, it's so hard, because this is one of the matches I'm having trouble with, because every single one of these teams seems like, yeah, great. They're the first ever tag team, maybe besides the Riot Squad.
I feel bad because the Riot Squad is the only like legit team. I mean, the Iconics are too, but on the Raw side, the Riot Squad is the only legit team, and they have no hope.
Them to get the title belts, and then Ruby Riot helping them win those, helping them retain those, and keeping those.
Yeah,
like it'd be really cool. But it's like now it has me thinking about Mandy and Sonya, and I'm like, there's. Like, he wants to push Mandy.
But same thing, they're starting. If they weren't starting, they might have been my pick, in all honesty.
Is this to a point where if you even one of the teams that could win is starting?
Yeah, I think so. But I don't see them doing that with the first elimination. Well, no, this isn't the first.
Do you know the rules of this? Is it like when one member gets pinned, that's it?
Yep.
Okay.
They're doing it like because they did the tag team one a couple years ago. They're doing it just like that. One person pinned, they out. We'll get there. Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre.
I'm probably not going to need to use my bonus then.
Oh, God. Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre. There was a DQ because Bobby Lashley got in after Finn dropkicked Lio Rush because Lio Rush kept playing with him.
Fucking idiot.
And it's going to be Finn Balor in a handicap match for the Intercontinental title against Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush.
Are you set on that match?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty easy. Pretty fucking easy.
I think what you're thinking and I'm thinking is two very different things.
Oh, we'll see when we get there. Then Kurt Angle ran down for the save. We ended up getting a 6-man tag. Corbin, McIntyre, and Lashley with Lio Rush versus Strowman, Kurt Angle, and Finn Balor. Finn Balor got the pin over Lashley.
Yep.
Nothing remarkable here.
Yep.
After that, we got the Kevin Owens promo saying he'll be back in about a month. And he was like, you want to see, you know, like,
and it's
what I do?
He calls out every single superstar that it's like, is like on Raw and SmackDown that can't cut a promo.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, this is how good I am. And then he rolls the gutter ball. And he's like, that's not how you show him. That's not. I honestly think he went up prepared to either get a gutter ball or get a strike. He didn't know what he was going to get. And he was just going to roll with it either way. And either way, he's like, yeah, all right, I fucked up.
I got a vibe from him.
Mm-hmm.
When he left as a face. A lot of people don't remember that. He left as a face because he was like, you know what, F you, Bobby Lashley, and started beating the shit out of him.
Yep, he did.
And then he left. And now, during that promo, it was like, this looks like heel Owens again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that they kind of keep him as a face. Only because he's so over with the crowd. Even when he's a bad guy, they cheer the shit out of him. You know what I mean? He's like, he says he's a month away. I feel like he's closer.
Mm-hmm.
And that he's just letting people know, hey, don't worry, I'm a month away. That way no one can expect him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
But then again, creative has said multiple times to me, this is why Bray Wyatt's not on the show. Bray, Kevin, Sammy, two other guys, I forget who they were. But they're literally not on the show because they don't have any plans for them.
Ryder and Hawkins?
Well, they're on the show, technically.
Yeah, Ryder made an appearance for the first time.
Mojo is one of them. Mojo's going through a character change.
Yeah, I noticed.
Himself.
I kind of want to see where that goes.
I just don't like him. I don't like his character. I don't like I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like him.
That's why I kind of want to see where this goes, because the way this is looking, I'm like, you can either play this off really well, or you can just butcher it like Dean Ambrose. They butchered Dean Ambrose bad.
I don't think they care.
Now that he said he's not staying, they don't. They butchered him before. Nikki Cross facing Ruby Riott. This was a terrible decision. because Ruby has to win. And she won clean.
Where's Sanity?
When are they going to sign these call-ups?
Yeah.
When are they going to pick their shows?
Honestly, I truly believe it's going to be the week after Mania. The international shakeup.
You really think they're going to wait that long?
100%.
I think that's awful.
I know, but it's like, what else is there to do?
What are the points bringing them up so soon?
Where's Lacey Evans? Where's Heavy Machinery this week?
They did get 2 matches in a week, so I kind of, that's alright, Heavy Machinery.
Yeah, but
you can have a week off.
You want these people to know you. I mean, EC3 facing Dean Ambrose all the time isn't doing shit for him. Yeah. It's just making him look like an asshole.
And they keep it away from his strong point, talking.
Yeah.
And then we hear, speaking of talking, from Seth Rollins. And he gets cut off by Paul Heyman.
Spoiler.
Paul Heyman said, spoiler. No, because he said, if you try to take that title from Brock Lesnar, it'll be the end of you. And that's a spoiler. And Seth was like, I don't give a fuck if it's the end of me. You will literally have to kill me to stop me from taking the title from him. Even if it's my last match. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. So it's kind of like, oh shit, Seth.
We still have many weeks.
I love the promo from Seth.
Yeah, it was good.
It showed that like he really does love what he does. He does.
What he does.
And Seth and Heyman obviously are going to do a great amount of work together for the next few weeks because Brock's not going to be here.
Yep.
Dean Ambrose made his entrance, and he says one thing. Slay the Beast nods his head and sits in the chair until his match. Dean Ambrose went off script, but it was for the best.
Yeah.
EC3 made his entrance. Got Dean Ambrose versus EC3. Dean wins with a roll up, just like EC3 did. At first I was like, oh, so Dean's gonna be EC3's put-over feud on his way out, and now I just don't know.
And it was released today that he has no intentions to stop wrestling. After he leaves WWE, he will continue to wrestle, which means one thing. Considering that pay-per-view is going to be in Sin City, where Dean Ambrose is from.
Jon Moxley's back?
Yeah.
After that, Becky Lynch was sitting backstage and Alexa told her not to apologize. And Becky said, you just don't want me to apologize because you want to be in that match. And Alexa's like, what? Pfft, no. Fine then, apologize. See if I care. Typical Alexa Bliss. I still love her.
Too bad she's not doing anything.
I know. I thought she would have been in that chamber, but maybe they're like, we put you in the Rumble, but we're going to keep you out of the chamber. Maybe. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable are defending the tag titles against the Revival. Mm-hmm. This was a damn good match. I'm not surprised that it's a damn good match, because I thought this was going to be at the fucking chamber. But it wasn't. It was a closing match to Raw. Good match. I thought it was a good finish. Revival leaving or not, I think it's the right choice. Gable and Roode are doing nothing. But they need to do something with the tag team division. They're not doing anything with it. It's just kind of there. Sitting there. Go on, because you want to say something.
This is why I feel like Shane and The Miz are going to lose. We don't like it here. We want to go home. Here's the titles. You mean to tell me if the Revival never said anything, or never said anything about them being unhappy or anything like that they would get this opportunity? Do you truly believe that if the Revival didn't say, grant us our release, they wouldn't give them the titles?
Oh, there's a good chance they wouldn't have.
Fucking retarded.
But the thing is, them wanting their release wasn't about the titles.
No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the upper people. It's like, oh god, our guys are going to leave? Here,
take give them the titles. Yeah, because that's the thing. They can have the titles, but if their release isn't about, like, their push, and it's about an entire division, that's not going to stop them from leaving. You're wasting your time giving them the titles. Which, I love the Revival. I think they deserve it. I think they're one of the best tag teams in WWE right now. They just don't get the chance to prove it.
I mean, like, they're one of, like, what, 3 tag teams? Everything else is just, hey, we're going to put you with you, and there you go.
I'm kind of excited for Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. Not going to lie.
The Edge.
Oh, that's what the Revival's getting set up for. they're going to give Kurt Hawkins his win on their way out. Well, I mean, the contract, I think, has a few years on it still.
Here's the thing. I do believe WWE's going to grant people their releases. They're just waiting until after April, after Double or Nothing. After Double or Nothing, I don't think they're going to give a shit.
Maybe.
It's like, you want to go, go. But what Triple H said to Orton, a lot of people don't know this, but apparently it was reported, it was like only a rumor though, but Randy multiple times denied it, said no, there's no bad blood or anything like that, but there was a rumor that when Randy Orton said, I want to see what they're giving me, that Trips talked to him and said, if you go there, don't expect the door to be open back here. Because more of like, we treated your family with respect and stuff like that. You want to go there, go. But don't come crawling back if it doesn't work out there.
Yeah.
So, in a way, I understand where Triple H is coming from. It's like, okay, there's a hot new promotion. Go for it. Once upon a time, there was a hot new promotion. You know what's funny, too, is like, because Eric used to tell me, oh, dude, no, it's not going to be like WCW at all. I'm like, really? Because they're going after Batista. They're going after Brock Lesnar. They're going after The Revival. They're going after Dean Ambrose. Mm-hmm. What did WCW do to get kickstarted? Oh, Hulk Hogan just joined us. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Lex Luger, Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah.
They got all of the WWF's regular guys.
Yeah.
And then who came up shining? It was all the guys they were promoting. And then Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H. These guys were like starting to get groomed and born into something big. I'm like, there's a little thing called NXT. And there's a lot of people down there that are waiting for their moment. And if someone leaves, they have no problem taking that spot.
Give it to Tyler.
I do believe Mustache Mountain is going to go to the SmackDown.
You think so?
Yes, 100%. Because they're not doing anything in the UK. And considering this is an international, I think there's only going to be 3 people. 4, actually. I think Mustache Mountain is jumping, Pete Dunne, and Jordan Devlin.
You think they're going to get Devlin up there?
I think they're going to get Devlin up there because Finn Balor is pushing for this dude. And I feel like they're going to now start a little bit, because now that Finn Balor has like his Balor Club thing, it's like that. I feel like...
Oh, now? You mean like he hasn't had it for how long?
I know, but now it's like more of a like, hey, like he's actually like showing it off now more.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe they'll get something started with this, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Jordan Devlin is a good...
Oh, he is, yeah.
So...
His match with Finn at fucking TakeOver was really good.
Yeah.
And Raw did end.
And Vince watched that whole show. And he you know what I mean? So.
Vince is watching. It did come to a close on Raw. Becky came back out. Yeah. She reluctantly... Stephanie, Triple H... I'm sorry. She kind of like, I'm sorry. Like, kind of like, yeah, they got it out quick.
You know what's funny? Is that before then, or during the part of the show, Ronda Rousey was like talking to Becky.
Oh, yeah.
Saying,
I forgot
you know what? You need to like, you just be you. Just say you're sorry. How are you going to let this opportunity go?
She's like, it's not about you. It's about the fucking history. Suck up your pride. Blah, 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 blah.
But she was being like super sweet about it. I'm like, what are you doing?
So she says she's sorry. They go to shake their hand and she's like, now that's out of the way. My path to WrestleMania is clear. We had a deal. And they're just like, yeah, congratulations. She's like, that's it? That's it. That's it, right? Yeah, that's it. All right, word.
So she calls out Ronda.
Ron. Ronda comes out there face-to-face, and Vince comes out and is like, wait a minute. They might accept your apology, but I don't. So, Becky, you're suspended for 60 days, which means you won't be back till 5 days after Mania. And we need a replacement. And he missed a golden opportunity, because he said, we need somebody who's great. We need somebody who knows their lane and stays in it. We need somebody who's this and this and that. We need Charlotte Flair. He should have ended that with, we need somebody with Flair. And then her music hits. Perfect opportunity. Missed.
He's old.
Becky is fucking furious in the ring. Even Ronda's like, really? Fans
Ronda's hers because she didn't forget what Charlotte did to her.
Kendo stick.
For days.
4 fucking days. And I literally like ended up opening my Twitter just because. And the first thing I see is Becky's. This is complete and utter bullshit. Not wrong. But at the same time, you don't like it. I don't mind it just because I'm like, Becky can tap out Charlotte and she'll get the fucking belt. And WrestleMania will close with Becky as champ, like it should.
Yeah.
But you know what they're doing now? And on purpose, Daniel Bryan. Because remember, back when Daniel Bryan did it in 2014 and it was by accident, and WWE had to fix themselves?
Oh.
They're doing it on purpose now.
Yeah. You think Becky's going to take over Raw?
She's just going to take over everything. What hasn't she taken over yet?
I feel like this Becky's going to be like, she's going to fuck every match up when it comes to the women.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's going to show up and just...
Fucks the chamber, we don't have tag champs.
Could you imagine?
Oh my god, I'd be like, we don't have any other differences, right? Right? Woo! Punishment for you! No, she has to do something. The only thing I didn't like is that she actually apologized. Because Stone Cold would have never apologized.
You'd be like, you take this apology, well, shove it up your ass.
She just stunners Triple H. The back stunner! My god, but yeah, that was the go home Raw. I liked the Becky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was about it.
Yeah, it was okay.
Everything else kind of like, eh.
It was like a 5. Like, okay. Nothing to go home
Letter
about.
grade.
No pun intended, but there was really nothing to go home about. It was just like, okay, cool, that was great.
Was that a C minus?
Yeah, C-.
Give it a solid C.
A C, yeah, a C. It was just meh. It was average.
Becky is what saved it from a D.
Yeah.
So with SmackDown, which was much better than fucking Raw, they opened up with the recap.
You're on a roll here.
You know, it's talking about STDs. You got the reclap? God damn.
Jesus Christ.
You know, it claps back twice as hard. Watch out on your honeymoon. It opens up with a recap of Vince McMahon, and it ends with Vince McMahon saying, Charlotte Flair, and then her music actually hits. She comes out. She gets all her heat, and she's like, I'm going to dedicate this to my best friend, Becky Lynch. And there's a part where they start chanting Becky, and Charlotte starts chanting with them, Becky, Becky. Maybe if I point at the sign hard enough, I think this part was improvised, honestly. She's like, if I point at the sign hard enough, she'll show up. Points. And she's like, oh, she didn't show up.
It's funny that Becky did not show up for the SmackDown.
Because now Vince suspended her. So they're probably trying to play it off. She'll show up at Chamber, I think. In some capacity.
I don't think so.
Because Charlotte already said, at that promo, she said, I'm going to be there front row for your match with Ruby Riott. Which, sorry that Ruby Riott's getting fed to fucking Ronda, because I know you don't care for Ruby Riott, but I like Ruby Riott.
Yeah, I don't really care for her. I mean, it's just not, I don't know. I don't really know much about her. I didn't really follow her, so it's like, even when she was in NXT, it was like, okay, cool, she never did anything. So I'm like, I'm not really sold.
I mean, at the same time, Nikki Cross never did anything.
But she has that personality. Ruby Riott is...
Yeah, she only became a heel when she came up to the main roster.
Yeah.
She really didn't have the personality. Now, she's kind of like the Riot Squad leader.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, yeah, I'm there. But the thing I loved, because I had to rewind it for this, because she said, I'm dedicating it to my best friend, Becky. And somebody said, you suck. And she goes, shut your mouth. And just leaves. But the way she said, shut your mouth, was like so authoritative. Like the entire audience was just like, boo! I was kind of like, god damn. But Charlotte is a heel. She's great as a heel. Mm-hmm. And then we had Naomi and Carmella come out, because guess what? We're going to do the same match we did on Raw. This time we did get a promo about the Raw woman talking about the Chamber. Nia Jax and Tamina called it the Samoan Slaughterhouse.
I like it.
I don't mind it. Like, that should actually be like a tag team name.
The Samoan Slaughterhouse says.
Slaughterhouse. Multiple people can live in a house. It's my house, and I live here. No? You're white. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus Carmella and Naomi versus Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. Losing team enters the match, I guess, second? Along with Sasha and Bayley? Because everyone's like, oh no, the dreaded number 1. Number 2 is the same fucking thing. So the match started off with Carmella and Peyton. Peyton instantly tags out to Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville. No, it was Mandy. And at this point, the Iconics don't tag back in. And I thought it was hilarious. Every time somebody would go to tag them, they would just jump down and be like, nope. we're not risking going first. But this match did run off the Mandy and Naomi feud, which is still fucking going. And it came to an end when Carmella and Naomi pinned Mandy Rose. So Mandy and Sonya are going in first. And then the Iconics jumped Carmella and Naomi, and I'm just like, no, don't stand tall.
Who pinned Sasha and Bailey?
Nia. Nia pinned Bailey, and Naomi pinned Mandy.
Okay.
But the Iconics standing tall, I was like, no, bae, don't do that. You know what happens when you stand tall at the end? You're not Brock Lesnar, no. I'm so fucked on that match. So fucked. Then we had McMiz TV. After we had a promo from Mustafa Ali, because he's being pulled from the chamber because of his injuries, and it's going to be one member of the New Day. It's always the same fucking member when they do this. Always. Granted, I don't mind it, because I think he deserves the world.
I thought it was a wasted opportunity.
For what, Big E?
Andrade.
I know, it would have been great. The reason I don't mind Kofi is because they never gave him his bone.
Right.
Randy kind of fucked that for Kofi. But Andrade would have been great.
Yeah. But he's in a feud that they're not doing anything with Chamber. It could be like a late... Here's a pre-show match. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade.
McMiz TV with the Usos. I like this segment a lot. Honestly, I genuinely laughed out loud because of the Miz and Shane. The Usos just like, let's do the tag team test. What's my favorite color? Red. What's my favorite food? Pepperoni pizza. What's my favorite football team? The San Francisco 49ers, and they got booed for some reason.
Were they in San Francisco?
No, they were in Toledo.
California? Where's Toledo?
I thought it was in, like, New Mexico or something.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Because if they're in California, that'd be mad funny.
Ohio.
Oh.
Huh.
I guess Ohio is very... Yeah, I could see that, because the Miz is a Cleveland Browns fan.
Yeah.
So it's like... Yeah.
And then, so the Miz gets up.
Trying to get cheap pops.
And he's like, you want to play a tag team game? Okay. And he's like, what's my favorite color? And he leans over and he goes, blue. And you can hear it because the mic. Shane goes, blue. He's like, what's my favorite food? Quiche. And Shane goes, quiche. Quiche. He kind of doubles back like, Maurice makes a great quiche. I'm sorry, before he did that, he got the cheap pop. He's like, what's my favorite minor league team? The Toledo something. And he's like, Toledo something. And he's like, yeah, Mick Foley, cheap pop. And then he said, what's my favorite food? Quiche. 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 He's like, Maurice makes a great quiche. Da-da-da-da. And then they're just like, we're not talking about minor leagues, and we're not talking about our pops, all right? Because we're quiche. Get it? They get intense, they get in each other's face, and it ends with double super kicks to the Miz and Shane. Kind of how we all saw this ending. Then Daniel Bryan comes out because it's the start of the gauntlet match. Cuts a little promo. New Day comes out and they tease everyone going in, but of course it's Kofi Kingston because it's always Kofi Kingston when it's which member of the New Day is it gonna be? And looking back on this, there was really no other way to book this because Kofi was added so last minute. Mm-hmm. Kofi had to look good.
Right.
And he looked very fucking good. Mm-hmm. Like, you text me, like, Kofi with the fire symbols, and I'm like, getting through Smackdown, like, he's not even on the fucking show. Like, what is he talking about? Kofi didn't do shit. Then I get to the gauntlet match, and I'm like, oh, he probably runs through, like, the first two, and then just gets shit on.
No.
Nope. Eric Rowan interferes. The New Day go to level the playing field. The New Day get kicked out. Eric Rowan interferes again. Eric Rowan gets kicked out. He pins Daniel Bryan with the Trouble in Paradise when Daniel Bryan was going for the running knee. He pinned the WWE Champion, which is already a great start.
Yep.
And then Jeff Hardy comes out. Jeff tries to hit a lot of big moves early. Bad idea because he misses a lot of them. Gives Kofi the chance to kind of recuperate. Pins him with the SOS. Jeff's done. And then the man I thought that was going to come out last and win it, Joe comes out. And Joe just toys with this man. Towards the end, Joe puts him in a coquina clutch. He runs up the ropes, pins him that way. Joe beats the shit out of him afterwards. AJ comes down for the save. And we come back from commercial and AJ's like, Kofi, you don't have to do this. Like, you proved it. Like, you don't have to do this. Like, you're hurting. And Kofi's basically, I'm a grown man, don't tell me what to do. I've waited too long for this. I loved this from Kofi. Like, getting in AJ's face, screaming, I've waited too long for this. You're not going to take this away from me. Don't tell me what to do. I'm a grown man. And AJ's still reluctant to fight him, so Kofi starts pushing him. Like, don't tell me what to do. You're not taking this away from me. And he starts slapping AJ, so AJ finally fights back. Mm-hmm. And they still have a good match. Kofi was in this match for, an hour? And I'm looking at the time like, there's like 2 minutes left in the show. What the fuck's going on? And then Kofi finally taps out to a calf crusher. New Day come out and pull Kofi out of here. Even AJ was kind of like concerned. Kofi got a standing ovation, as he deserved.
What came out of nowhere.
And then I was like, oh wait, Randy's last. I know exactly how this is going to end. Randy's music hits. Give it a few seconds. From behind, RKO, 1, 2, 3. Randy is last. Once Joe went out, I was like...
Which means Randy has absolutely no chance in winning the chamber match.
Once Joe got eliminated, I was like, Randy's winning. Randy's going last, because it doesn't make sense for a face to go last. But that gauntlet match was great. Mm-hmm. And even like the 3 seconds of Randy Orton, makes sense. I'm not mad at it. Makes sense. I'd give that SmackDown an A, honestly.
I say B+, only because there's no Becky.
Yeah.
Becky showing up, even like, just to like be like, hey, because I can see this now, be like, oh, there's Becky in the crowd in the chamber. She has tickets. Mm-hmm. So.
I think Becky not showing up this time around kind of sold more of Charlotte's heat.
Yeah.
So it had a purpose, and I'm not mad at it. But I would give it... I thought it was masterfully constructed.
It was a good show.
I thought the right teams... Well, the right winners came out with proper, reasoning. Which, granted, in the SmackDown match, I was like, the only team that makes sense to come out first for the women is Mandy and Sonya, because... It's not going to be the Iconics and Bayley and Sasha.
Right.
It has to be a heel team. So it's not going to be Naomi and Carmella. It only makes sense for it to be Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. So I just think everything's great. SmackDown gets an A from me. And now we move on to your territory of things.
205 Live. So, by the way... Forgot to say this. My dad's all-time favorite wrestler in the world passed away. Pedro Morales.
Yeah.
That was my dad's absolutely favorite wrestler. The show opens up with the usual highlight reel breaking down tonight's festivities. Lucha House Party get a promo about how cold it is outside, but it's okay because the party's inside. And they weren't able to finish their duet with Elias last night. Grandma Talik is ready to sing a few bars and gets interrupted by Drew Gulak and Jack Gallagher for our opening contest.
Gallagher.
Jack over Lince Dorado by pinfall, rolling through an avalanche. Hurricanrana into a sunset flip pin. Kayla Braxton's backstage talking about how Drake Maverick has ordered Tony Nese and Noam Dar to separate locker rooms ahead of their match. Humberto rolls up for an interview and says he's proud of his high flying, but if two of the best wrestlers want to train him, he has to at least listen to them. This Humberto kid looks really, 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 really good. He reminds me of, like, picture Bo Dallas with short hair.
Huh.
That's kind of how this kid looks.
Okay.
Arya Daivari cuts a promo about how he didn't come to 205 Left to be anybody's boy. He came to serve himself. In this business, the only...
Oh, Arya Daivari still signed?
Yeah. In this business, the only thing you collect is the money and the miles, which he has both in quantity. So he's coming for the title. Mike and Maria cut a promo about how it took him 16 years to get to WWE, and he didn't work for that long to lose to Kalisto or Brian Kendrick, or to be seen as a joke. Maria says every time he loses, they win. They learn something, and it's a step closer to success. It's not a match that creates legends. Legends are made by the match. And when that day of reckoning comes, everyone will remember the name Mike Kanellis. Tony Nese over Noam Dar by a pinfall after putting him through the Timekeeper's barricade with a running knee. We get a recap of Akira Tozawa earning his number one contendership last week. Drake Maverick provides over a contract signed between Tozawa and Buddy Murphy. Akira signs first, but he has some words before he signs, offering Murphy a selfie with the champ since that's as close as he'll get to the title. But he points out that he's already beaten Tozawa and lays his claim to be the best cruiserweight ever before signing. Akira says he thinks he's unstoppable today. The king of the...
What? Slow down.
No, this pissed me off. Akira says he thinks he's unstoppable today, the king of the cruiserweights. But time was there and another guy who called himself that. And Tozawa took his title. They pretty much...
Shade.
Yeah. Said they were the person that used to say that he was the king of the cruiserweights, and Tozawa took his title too. That's 205.
What about NXT?
And NXT. NXT, ladies and gentlemen, if you believe it or not, comes from Full Sail University.
Really?
Yes. Incredible. Dominic Dijakovic versus Shane Thorne. I'm so sick of this Dominic guy. He's just like something that puts me off. Versus Shane Thorne.
What's wrong with him?
Dominic won in 5 minutes because there's nothing left for Shane Thorne to do.
Yeah, Nick Miller's going to be gone for a while.
Nick Miller's gone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He left for his baby or something?
Something like that, some personal reason. The Undisputed Era shares one of their trademark theme music in the background promos. They maintain that they are the best in NXT. O'Reilly and Fish say they will take what's theirs, always have, and always will. Sounds like Fish and O'Reilly are teaming together again. Roderick Strong says that gives him an opportunity for something else.
North American title.
So Fish and O'Reilly back together. Strong's coming for that North American title. Adam Cole's coming for that NXT title because Adam Cole's prediction was this thing isn't taken over yet until
they
NXT
all have gold.
All have gold. Cole reminds us that the Era will have all the gold in 2019. Cole calls Ricochet a flash in the pan and says he will show the world that this is the year of the Undisputed. Last week's 6-women tag match is shown in highlight form. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah.
Saints smiles and says they are both coming to... And then Bianca Belair interrupts and says she's the only one who had Baszler beat in the ring moments ago at TakeOver Phoenix. So they better take a seat because she is undefeated.
Honey, no. No, you're not. You lost.
Humberto and Stacy Irvin Jr. versus the Street Profits. Street
You
Profits.
swag like nobody can. You swag like nobody can.
Street Profits win. Did Street Profits get called up during that shakeup?
It's possible.
Because they want to emphasize how great the tag team division is?
You know what match I would love to see? The Street Profits versus Yo. Shad Gaspard and JTG. It's
Fun
crime
fact.
time.
Shad Gaspard did all the fighting.
Mm-hmm.
They scanned his body and did all the fighting for God of War. The new
Did
game.
he really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I did not know that until I looked up his name. So he's heavily into gaming.
Good. I appreciate that.
So Ford and Dawkins gets mics after the match and announce that they want a piece of the gold. Crowd chants, "You deserve it." The tenure has been a roller coaster and they are having a blast, but make no mistake about it, they are ready to go to war. So, if war is what you want, war is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, the music of Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel hits. 99999, says Bartel.
Oh boy.
Not joking.
Oh boy.
Opportunities are scarce and no one deserves an opportunity at the War Raiders more than them. They tell the Street Profits to stand aside. Oh, here comes Lorcan and Birch. They waste no time stomping down to the ring. We got 3 teams arguing until another theme song stops them. It's the War Raiders. They stand on stage with their titles. Rose says that there's a lot of talking and no fighting. Hanta says they're right here. Make a move. They walk down the ramp until the Undisputed Era minus Cole beat down the champs from behind. Hanson and Roa rolled into the ring and the brawl begins. It ends swiftly with all teams getting cleared out by the War Raiders. Lorcan gets tossed out on his Pierce by Rowe, and as the Undisputed Era looks on from stage. So they have like a 4-way?
Looks like, yeah.
Maybe a 5-way? Promo package featuring Johnny Gargano highlights from his 2018 year show. The only one who knows what's best for Gargano is him. He's going to show the NXT locker room just how dangerous he can be. Next week, he will fight Velveteen Dream.
Next week, huh?
Defending his NXT North American Championship.
So quick.
Third segment, Tanyara Kanti versus Aaliyah.
Oh, she's still around. That's
Aaliyah
nice.
wins. Bourne enters to hold up Aaliyah's arm, and suddenly Women's Champion Shayna Baszler storms down to the ring. Aaliyah and Bourne are clear out and draw at the champ as they get attacked by Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. Duke and Shafir beat up on Bourne, Aaliyah, and Conti in the middle of the ring. Baszler with the sidewinder slam on Conti. Baszler says there is a new reality. This is the new reality. Do not get in their way. Do not piss them off. The three of them jet from ringside. Video package for Velveteen Dream is shown, featuring recent highlights from the Worlds Collide tournament and his intention to challenge Gargano for the championship. Main event, Ricochet against Adam Cole, which was a fantastic match. It took up a third of the show.
Damn.
Ricochet won. Immediately, the rest of the Undisputed Era charge the ring to beat up Ricochet. Aleister Black runs down and he gets super kicked by Cole. Strong follows that up with the end of Heartache backbreaker. So much for that run-in. That's how it ended. That numbers game is getting to Ricochet and Black. Velveteen's doing his own thing now, so they need backup. Don't know who the backup's going to be. That was NXT.
Okay. And that leaves...
NXT UK.
Mate.
Scroll. Alright, so there were a couple matches. Noam Dar versus Jordan Devlin.
Uh-huh.
Noam Dar won.
Really?
Yes. So Devlin kicks Banks off the apron, but that allows Dar to give him a roll-up for the 1, 2, 3. Devlin's unhappy about the loss and continues attacking Dar inside the ring. Banks pulls him off to punches back and forth. Banks mounts Devlin and continues raining down strikes as we go to commercial. So we see a preview for 2 weeks away, when Walter will face NXT's Cassius Ohno in 2 weeks.
What?
Rip Cassius Ohno.
What?
But next week, Toni Storm will defend her NXT UK Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Ginny versus Mia Yim.
That's really weird. Like, it's...
Ginny wins.
Oh.
Next week, Mark and Joe will face Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
And Wolfgang, this is the main event, Wolfgang versus Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne.
He goes to the top rope for the howling, but Dunne avoids it, pulls Wolfgang in the armbar for a tap out. And that is the end of that. So, honestly, guys, there's like a long time before TakeOver happens, and it's already been almost confirmed that there are going to be 3 UK matches on that card of TakeOver.
Really?
Yes. It's
So they're doing it the same show.
The women's title and Pete Dunne's title.
So they're not going to get their own.
Right. So it seems like Pete Dunne is going to, because all rumors have it that it's Walter, that he's the next guy.
I mean,
he's the
who else
most.
is it going to be?
He's the most over guy right now.
Mm-hmm.
When Walter enters that ring and Pete Dunne's in that same ring, they're not chanting Pete Dunne. They're chanting Walter. So.
Yeah.
Christ.
He brings the swag like nobody can. Bring a swag like nobody can. Yeah.
They're gonna go to Smackdown and beat Miz all day.
Okay, that's fine.
Because God help us.
I mean, so this week in wrestling started out kind of bleh.
Yeah.
But it got better.
It ended pretty nicely.
Yeah. I enjoyed this week, minus Raw. Well, I enjoyed the beginning of Raw, and then the end of Raw. But, it really kind of has us fucked for predictions. Is that all you have to say? Just noises?
So, predictions. We're just going to put it in one video?
Cut that. No. No.
Okay.
Let's not do that to them. So, that is This Week in Wrestling.
Well, it'll give them initiative to watch it. Versus be like, because when I watch stuff like Steven Larson and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about the review. Let me check predictions.
I don't care. You're a piece of trash.
Okay, fine. God.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this week. I do this all the time, okay? I want to hear your complaining.
Yeah, well, you choose to, so.
I don't want to. I feel like I have to.
You don't have to. I can do it. I don't want to. But I can do it.
I think we need to work out a system here.
No, I don't mind editing at all. It's not a problem. And my shit apparently is a lot faster than yours, so
Yeah.
I have no problem doing it. Just, I don't know. I get lazy sometimes with marking certain timestamps. Because sometimes Raw will start, and I won't have Raw's thing up there. And then they show up.
I usually kind of look when we're recording. When I do it, I'll look
That's
and
what
I'll
I
be like,
that's what I do. I'm
okay, about this minute,
right.
about that
Because
minute.
around the 40-minute was SmackDown starting, and then I lost it from there.
Well, the NXTs, at least you only need one logo, because you don't have to do
So this is what I mean, though. We talked literally for 18 minutes, and we're on 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Wow! We do good!
Literally, the show was 40 minutes long. Not bad.
Yeah, no.
Shorter shows, more views, I believe. Because people would actually sit there and actually, alright, only 40 minutes this time. Holy shit.
Because most podcasts, honestly, kind of just get put on, like, I have nothing else to do. I'm just going to put it on for background noise. People want to listen and do that. Or they're like, I really like these people's thoughts, but we have a long...
off air, I have something to talk
Oh, boy.
It's nothing bad. It's just something that I had an idea with, and I think...
Guys, he's going to try to murder me. If I don't show up for the next episode, you know what happened. This is evidence. Evidence. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Your gaming champion, Nel.
Later. Well, soon to be dual champion.
Are you that
I'm
confident?
gonna hold this. I'm gonna hold that.
Are you that confident?
I'm gonna hold a little one, actually.
Are you that confident?
So is this what we're doing now? Is this what we're doing? So if you're the champion, you'll bring yours. If I'm the champion, I'll bring mine.
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with that, yeah.
So that's gonna come back home to me, because I'm the gaming champion?
I mean, no.
The legacy of that?
No. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you when we do predictions, and then after that, we will see you after that.
See you in 2 minutes. Well, in your time, it'll be like, see you in like a day.
Okay, bye!
Does it stop?
Yes.
We'll just cut this part out. Fucking hate all you guys that watch the show. Stop? Yes?
Yes.